In this video, we'll be covering what a design component is, why you create them, and how to create one in Figma. Hey, what's up? I'm Mark Terry Bellini, and I'm all about achieving financial independence through real estate investing and online business. So if you're new to the channel and you're looking to achieve financial freedom for yourself, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below. It really does help me out, and I'll keep cranking out these videos. So a component is basically a part or an element of a larger whole. And when it comes to web design, a design can be basically built up of a whole lot of different components. And the reason you use these in design, these design components, is let's say you create a button on your website and you put that across multiple different pages. And all of a sudden you want to change that color of that button. You know, back in the day, you used to have to go through and change each button individually. You know, it'd take a long time, it's very tedious, and just basically waste a lot of time. And with a component, that makes it so you don't have to do that. You just change it in one place and it changes it everywhere based off that one component. So I want to show you how it works and how to go about it here in Figma. So here I have a blank canvas here, and we're going to go ahead and make a button. So we'll pull out a rectangle here, pull out a button. And then we'll throw some text in there, and we'll say buy, all caps, buy now. And we'll make it a little smaller here. Move it up here. Probably make that a little bigger. Okay, I'll zoom in a little bit. And these guys are going to help you align it, so we'll center align it, and then that one there too. And so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and give it a round corner here, maybe 10 pixels. And then we'll make this a nice color here. So we'll go to this fill, make it a nice blue color here. And then we'll go ahead and make the text white. Okay, there's a button. And we'll go ahead and drag and select all these and group them. I'll do Command G, it's on a Mac. And we'll just name this a button here. Okay, now like I said, if I dragged this out, if I copied and pasted this everywhere, and I wanted to change it later, I'd have to change them all again. And like I said, that would take a long time. So I can make this a component, and there's different ways to go about it. So I can select this. I can hit this little guy here, which is 4 diamonds. It says, see a little fly out there, it says Create Component. You can also right click and create component, or there's a command here, shortcut, Shift Command K. So we'll do that, Shift Command K. Oops. And actually it's Command Option K. There it goes, Command Option K. And then here, I just made that into a component. Now, if I wanted to reuse this, I could just Option drag or copy and paste. I'll drag it over. I can drag it over again, however many times I want. And the 4 diamonds here shows that it's the original component. And this single larger diamond means it's an instance of that component, which means it's a copy. But it still retains qualities of the original component. So let's say, these are different pages of the website that we've designed on, different parts of the site. On different pages, and we want to update all of them. We don't want to use a blue button, we want to use an orange button. So we go back to this original component, open it up, go to the rectangle here, and we'll change this to orange. See how it adjusts immediately? So all those buttons react to this original component. But what's cool is I can actually go in and change the text on these. And it retains the same quality. So one thing I have to do here is make sure this text is center aligned, and that moves it to the center there. So yeah, I can change the text here as well. So that cuts down on a lot of tedious work updating things across multiple different pages. You just, create something that's, if there's something that's going to be used a whole lot across your designs, you're going to use it repeatedly, then you might want to think about creating a component, because that makes it so you save time when you're reusing that piece of, that design in other places. You can just create a component, copy it, and paste it in other places. And then if you want to update it, it updates it across everything. So it saves a whole lot of time. Now, this can be applied to things a lot larger than just buttons. So if you come down here, I kind of did like a little simple design. And we'll get rid of these here so I can show you. So let's say this is the component here, and this is the original component. I basically designed this all out and then made it into a component. So I can, again, like copy these out. And this is a perfect example. So let's say you have a website and you have these 3 columns here. And this is very common. And so in this kind of instance, you would go through and like update all the text here to something, you know. And you can come in here and select all the text and change this to whatever you want as well. Oops. You know, whatever you want, change all the text. So they all retain properties of the original instance, but they can change, you know, depending on your needs. And the cool thing is you can also change colors of things too. You can like override that if you want to. But if I come in here and change this button color, it'll change those too. So since I overrode this one, it doesn't change like these ones did, but anything I don't touch still retains the qualities of the original component. And this is a extremely powerful functionality, and you can use this a lot of different ways. You can build entire libraries of these components. So instead of really designing everything from scratch, you can go to your library of components and start dragging things in. You know, if you have like a, you know, if your website has been designed pretty well, you can start creating those components. And you don't have to create everything from scratch. Things become a lot faster. You can just start dragging things in, you know, your navigation, the header, different page elements, just start dragging it in. And you can make these designs a whole lot faster. It saves a lot of time. Yes, it's a little bit work up front, but creating these components just speeds things up so much faster, and you can go through design iterations a lot faster as well. Since everything is tied to the original component, you know, you can change button colors, you can change layouts, you can do all kinds of things that refer back to that original component. So I just want to kind of go over what components are and, you know, how they're so helpful when you're designing things out, because it saves a bunch of time, and yeah, it's really a game changer. So if you like this content, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.